Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Here. Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
Okay, approval of the minutes of the meeting of January 15th, 2026? No. I thought she was going to say this.
Sorry. Yes.
Can you come up here one second?
Sure.
Am I- Okay, and I do want to make one announcement that I won't be participating in any police matters. I won't participate in the vote. We were, you okayed the minutes? We second?
No, we didn't do that yet.
Okay, approval of the minutes of the meeting of January 15th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. We're going to come back to number 5. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning to the board. The city received a donation of a vehicle from Woodmar Towing as a donation for an event at the Parks Department. And so I'd request that the board accept that donation, and that will allow us to title that vehicle in the name of the city of Hammond so that it can otherwise be disposed of through the event at the Park Department.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are going for now, we're going to skip correspondence and matters from other board members and new business and go to old business. Number 10, letter A, status for 5217 Holman Avenue.
Good morning to the board. 5217 Holman, obviously the board is familiar with. I did have the opportunity recently to speak with economic development regarding this property and Ms. Taylor, and she's indicated that the current owners, I don't know if they're here today. Is anybody here on 5217 Holman? All right, they're not here today, so they failed to appear. The current owners have been indicating to her that in order for them to properly market the property, they need dedicated parking. She's indicated to them that there's no city requirement downtown for dedicated parking, and so they're trying to work through that issue. They continue to state that they believe they can salvage the property, notwithstanding the environmental report that we're all aware of. We do have bids on that property. I believe Mr. Kearney's probably going to issue an award today, but that's kind of status. I don't know if Mr. Luter has an additional status on that property.
No, unfortunately, Mr. Inspector Pollock couldn't be here. He did give me the update. There's been no rehab agreement paid, so at this point, we have to continue forward with our normal demolition process.
Yeah, so I would just set it for status, maybe for 3 months.
April 23rd.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Motion to set the matter for status for April 23rd, 2026.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter B, status for 51 Webb.
51 Webb was last before this board on December 18th. Mr. Sori was here. I don't see him here today either. He was the owner of AAA Investments. You may recall that they redeemed the property. For a while, we had Mr. Abdullah, who was the tax sale purchaser, and Mr. Sori appeared and indicated that he believes that he wanted to repair and rehab the property. He did mention that a system, an HVAC system, was stolen, and he wants to fix up the property, but that's the last thing I have.
The demo inspection has been completed. The rehab agreement's been sent to them on January 13th. We just have not received a signed copy back yet.
So if we could set this over, you know what, actually, probably the best thing to do would be set it over for 3 months, but then, of course, Linda, if we get that rehab agreement in and it's signed, we'll vacate that and set a new one.
Okay. You want to stick with that April 23rd?
Sure.
Okay.
Motion to set the matter for status for April 23rd, 2026.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter C, status for 944 Murray.
944 Murray. This was last before the board on November 20th, and then December 18th. Mr. Pedro Madron from AS Ventures appeared. He had owned the property since January of '25, mentioned that he had an agreement, and he was trying to pull permits.
And as of the notes I got from Inspector Pollock, that he would like a 60-day continuance. They've had progress, and they've had inspections this month.
60 days.
March 26th.
Could we
Unless you want to
ask,
keep that 423 day, and if we get it done sooner,
I'm,
we'll vacate that.
It's 90 days.
we can do
March-
60. Let's
March
do 60 and keep
26th?
it going. Yeah, I'm fine with March
26th.
26th. And
Okay.
can we get updated photos, Bill?
Yes, I'll have Jordan do that.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to set the matter for status for March 26, 2026.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter D, status for 4747 Baltimore.
They're here. They're here.
Right here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Could you give me your name and your association with the property?
Stephanie Rivera, just translating for my father, the owner, Pedro Perez.
Pedro Perez?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, a couple months ago, we did an order to remove for the property, the second floor apartment that was approved by you guys. And we were just trying to get a status update on what's going on. They did email me a couple weeks ago stating that they hadn't been able to start yet because of issues, but just on the order to removal.
So the rehabbing has been delayed. During this time, he has obtained the permit to begin, and the home is insured. So he's gathering some other more details to begin the rehabbing.
Do we know if the permit's been pulled? Do we know that?
¿Tienes permiso? He has the permit.
Do you have a timeline in mind when it's going to be completed?
Está preguntando cuándo va a terminar.
Cuando
¿Unos
sé,
meses?
probablemente sí, necesitamos
3
más
o 4
tiempo.
meses?
ya.
Okay, he's saying roughly 3 to 4 months.
O más,
Are you guys,
dice que por el tiempo tan...
she's saying a date of completion, possibly 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, you could show them the,
This is for plumbing, yeah,
There's no electric in the home,
Okay.
so it's difficult during this time.
I understand.
You know.
right. So, yeah, you'll have to get the electrician in there to fix all that too before we can get it turned back on.
Okay,
Because it had been off for
Yeah.
7 years or something.
okay.
I would recommend that you guys would take no action, and then the code enforcement would monitor the situation with them. This wasn't a demo order, so I wasn't sure why they were having coming back up here. We can, as long as they stay in contact with us and go by getting the apartment removed.
Rich, I think as a board, we need to have some kind of date that we can have a status. So I know you're saying no action today, but I'd like to have something in a month, 2 months, 3 months, to kind of find out where we're at.
All right, we can reset with that April 23rd
That
date
April
then, yeah.
23rd date is good?
Okay.
Okay.
Motion to set for status for April 23rd, 2026.
I second.
Thank you.
All in favor,
And
say
just
aye.
keep me informed.
Yes. If there's any problems along the way, please contact them,
Perfect.
okay?
Thank you so much
very
for your time.
Okay. Okay, moving on to letter E, a status for 5629 Calumet Avenue.
5629, the board may recall, is the building which, right down the block, the gentleman was starting to fix it up. It was set over for 122. It was up before the board on December 11th. Jordan mentioned, the owner did fail to appear at that time, although he had been here back in August was the last time, Mr. Vargas. Jordan mentioned that plumbing had went to final, and Jordan asked for 30 days for status on the windows.
Right, and at this point, it's special order door and window. Don't know how long it's going to take. But I have been in contact with the contractor and the owner to make sure things are moving along. They're really at the mercy of the company providing the windows for the front of that building. They want to get it open just as, or use it for what they want to use. They're going to use it for storage for his company, so they want to get it open as soon as they can. I don't have a problem if we keep it short, at least 30 days.
That's fine, because I just want to remind, I
How
guess,
long
the
it takes.
inspections and the board that we've got a demo order that
Yeah.
expires in May. So it's either,
can-
we're either going to have to take it off the demo list, or we're going to have to
Do
decide what we're
something.
doing.
Okay, so do 30 days?
30 days.
30 days?
Yeah.
February 26th?
And we'll also work on getting some updated photos. February 26th?
Yes, sir.
Motion to set the matter for status for February 26, 2026.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Smith.
Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, we're going to go back to number 5, which are bid openings for the downtown train station. Seems like there's several. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bids total. The first one is from Pangier Corporation from Gary, Indiana. We have the bid proposal. Yeah, I wish they would do this. Yeah, you're telling me. Usually they're all together. That's not it. Almost. Okay, we have the Form 96. I would think so. Usually together. And the non-collusion affidavit. Yeah, there it is, and the bid bond. And, let me give that, what was it, for Pangier, their bid is $10,413,279. Again, that's $10,413,279 from Pangier. The second one is from Larson Danielson out of LaPorte, Indiana. See the bid proposal, the Form 96. The non-collusion affidavit, and the bid bond. And their bid, again, that was for Larson Danielson, their bid is $8,474,000. $8,474,000. The next one is from Powers and Sons out of Gary, Indiana. We have the bid proposal. The Form 96. The non-collusion affidavit and the bid bond. And their bid is $9,643,000. Again, that's $9,643,000. The next one is from Gary Up Construction. That's from Gary, Indiana. Don't say a word. Okay, we have the bid proposal. The bid bond. The Form 96. And the non-collusion affidavit. And the bid from Gary Up Construction is $9,579,500. Again, that's $9,579,500. The next one is from Hassey Construction out of Calumet City, Illinois. We have the bid proposal. The bid bond. The Form 96. and the non-collusion affidavit. And the bid from Hassey Construction is $9,395,000. Again, that's $9,395,000. And last but certainly not least, FH Passion out of Chicago, Illinois. We have the bid bond, the Form 96, the bid proposal, and what am I looking for? The non-collusion affidavit? Yeah. Yeah. Demasculate me. Let's see here. And the non-collusion affidavit. And their bid is $10,319,000. Again, that's $10,319,000 from FH Passion. Well, there's something else with it? With that, yeah, with that, yeah. Okay.
I'd recommend that you refer this to the consultant for review, tabulation, and recommendation. I would like to say, appreciate the bidders and their efforts to submit bids on this project, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Motion to refer this to engineering and their consultants for review, tabulation, and recommendation.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to number 7. Letter A, correspondence received from Dean Button, city engineer, requesting $50,000 of CIB funding to be allocated for the supplement agreement for professional services with American Structure Point for the Summer Street reconstruction project and the approval of the amendment number 1.
So Summer Street took about 7 months longer than we had anticipated. Structure Point is still yet to complete the project. They're in closeout, but they've had additional costs as it relates to the work because it's taken longer, primarily due to utility relocations by NIPSCO, gas and electric, and then we found some contaminated soil at the east end of the project near Indianapolis Boulevard that caused problems for us. So that sort of drug the time out for the inspector to multiple inspectors to be available. It represents about a 3% increase in their contract amount compared to the 35% increase in duration. So we thought it was fair. CIB met last night, approved the funding allocation, so I'd ask for your approval of the supplemental agreement and the funding allocation, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Letter B, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $49,890 of CIB funding to be allocated for professional services agreement with Donahue and Associates for the Sheffield Storm Sewer modeling and approval of the corresponding agreement.
So on August 18th, we had a pretty significant rain in Robertsdale, and businesses on 131st Place were inundated with stormwater. Couldn't open their business because people couldn't even get to the building. This is not the first time this has happened. So Airgas, the company that was most affected, came to engineering and asked, can you do something about this? And so we looked at the network, and there is no current model for the stormwater in that area. The line basically comes from Pulaski Park north to the Sheffield pump station near the pavilion. So we need them to model that section to see what we can do to make improvements to restrict flow into the mainline sewer and allow the sewer from 131st to flow into the mainline sewer. So that's sort of the difficult problem. Donahue is the consultant to the sanitary district to do modeling, so we're using a firm that is normally used to do this type of work. CIB met last night, approved the funding allocation. I asked for your approval of the agreement and the corresponding funding allocation.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Letter C, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting $50,000 of CIB funding for the general electric services from Midwestern Electric, $5,494.50 of CIB funding for the Robertsdale Emergency Siren Supplemental Electric Work with Hassey Construction, and $2,027.97 of CIB funding for the Little Calumet River, 99 cents, sorry, $2,027.99 of CIB funding for the Little Calumet River pedestrian bridge, retainage with Gary Up Construction, submitted for approval.
CIB met last night, approved all three of those funding allocations. I could get into more detail, but there's, they're pretty relatively small in costs, so I'd ask for your approval as presented.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, here goes. Letter D, correspondence received from Kelly Kearney, Chief of Inspections, requesting the approval for the demolition bids to be awarded to the lowest responsive and responsible bidders, which are the following: 1219 150th Street, J&M Industrial Services Incorporated, $19,500. 4243 Dearborn, J&M Industrial Services Incorporated for $21,125. 4420 Henry Avenue, J&M Industrial Services for $17,550. 5217 Holman Avenue, Environmental Cleansing Corp. for $429,240. 7224 Lindbergh, J&M Industrial Services for $17,950. 3 Locust, J&M Industrial Services for $17,675. 1131 Lion Street, The Front, J&M Industrial Services for $17,675. 4913 Pine, The Garage Only, J&M Industrial Services for $4,800. 1024 Reese Avenue, J&M Industrial Services for $17,675. And 2 through 6 Ruth, J&M Industrial Services for $642,000.
Good morning, Board.
Good morning.
In all cases, it was the lowest, most responsive, and responsible bidders have been awarded. I ask that you approve.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. Letter E, correspondence received from Felix Gonzalez requesting a no parking when snow removal conditions exist installed from 7404 to 7412 Florida Avenue, submitted for approval.
I coordinate this with Mr. Gonzalez earlier this week. It makes total sense. I actually made a recommendation to him with a sign to use in this case. I'd ask for your approval. This no parking is a regulatory sign, so it triggers notification to the council.
Okay.
So if you could do a 7-day notification to the council and then implement thereafter by Public Works.
Okay.
Okay, motion to approve in addition with the 7-day notification to our council.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter F, correspondence received from Larry Fentress, Hammond Mohawks, requesting permission to hold their annual Memorial Day Parade on May 25th, 2026, with attached parade route and approval from the Hammond Police Department. 3 signatures. I don't, not that I know of. Did you get anything from the police department? Oh, this is them signing it. Okay, then we're good to go then. Yep.
Motion to approve.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anything from board members?
No.
Okay. Number 9, new business. Letter A, resolution and intergovernmental agreement with Hammond Department redevelopment for the transfer of property located at 7236 Grand Avenue, submitted for approval. I think so. Yeah,
Motion to approve.
the warranty deed and everything.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Letter B, disposal authorizations received from the Hammond Police Department submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
Okay. Moving on to letter C, right-of-way permits received from engineering submitted for approval.
Good morning. We have a couple, NIPSCO Gas Residential, just fixing some small leaks, no big deal.
Okay,
So I recommend approval.
thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter D, request for a late business license hearing submitted for approval.
Motion to set that for January 29th, 2026.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We've already handled old business, so we're moving down to number 11, late rental registration hearings. Letter A, 738 Cherry Street and 637 through 639 Cherry Street. Anybody here from those addresses, I guess? Come on up, sir.
Actually, 634951 Madison is also.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Okay, we'll just handle A first, and then we'll go to B, yeah. Okay, no problem. Are they all three the same story?
Three the same owner,
Okay,
same situation.
This is the first time I missed it since it started, so.
do you have any, what happened? Did you forget or something?
Yeah, I just forgot. And then one of my rental units applied for assistance, and I found out that way.
Okay.
They were
For the record, sir, can you just give us your name?
Thomas E. Kuhn.
And you're the owner of the property?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's owned by the LLC that I'm the sole member owner of it.
gotcha.
Yeah, the owner is Tech Properties, obviously his
Right.
initials. Owned the properties dating back all the way to 2003 for all three, and there's been no previous appeals.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion to waive the late fees.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Kuhn, if you want to wait till the meeting's over,
Thank
they'll
you.
give you a copy and you can go downstairs and pay it.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Okay, so we handled A and B?
And-
Not C, right?
No, but C through I are the same owner. I don't see them here, and this is a unique situation. We're asking for, he'd be asking for an appeal of the 2024 rental registration. He missed that year. He was on time for 25, but we couldn't take 25 because he had missed 24. But I don't see him here, so I'd rather continue this, maybe send him another notification. I know Mr. Villarreal's been extremely ill. I don't know if he's, what the notice was.
Well, the issue, Bill, is we don't normally do that.
Okay.
So,
So if we have to assess it, we'll assess it.
I
and
mean,
he'll
how do you?
Probably ask for a continuation.
Yeah, you said he was,
He's been extremely ill. Last time I talked to him, he had just gotten out of hospital for 3 weeks when we started talking about these. So we can assess it and he can, I get that, we've done before, we've come back and revisited, I believe.
all the properties?
Or we can refer it to Smith Sursick.
Or I can refer it to Smith Sursick for 24. 25, there'd be no reason to collect a late fee because he was on time. So we can do that.
Okay. So we want to read all the properties, addresses?
Yeah.
So we're going to go C through I. I'm going to read the addresses. 6807 Kentucky, letter D, 7450 White Oak, letter E, 4912 Catalpa, letter F, 6834 Delaware, letter G, 1443 175th Street, letter H, 7224 Parish Avenue, and letter I, 6830 Arkansas.
Motion to refer these to Smith Sursick for follow-up and collection.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Bill. The meeting's now from the public. Anybody have anything they want to say?
I may approach.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning when this is coming.
Good morning, Board. Jaime Prieto, 3033 170th Street in Hammond, Indiana. I'm here representing HC3. We're a non-for-profit in Hesville. We are asking for permission to hold our annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. As you can see, the date would be Saturday, March 14th. Staging at noon and parade begins at 1. In the packet that I gave you is a map of where we are looking to have the parade. Staging would be along Orchard Drive, pretty much from 173rd to Kennedy Avenue. And the route will begin right at Orchard and Kennedy, head north, and end at 165th, where all the participants can disperse going east, west, or north. So we shortened the route up a lot this year from previous years, which I know has been an issue in the past. Also, the issue that has been brought up before is the intersection of 169th Street and Kennedy Avenue. We will be having large trucks in place there for traffic control. So what we are requesting is some help from CD and as well as street department with EMA, I'm sorry, as well as street department with barricades, 7 intersections along Orchard Drive and 8 intersections on Kennedy Avenue.
Yeah, and I believe we were going to try to contact the train company to see if they would
Yes.
hold trains during that time.
Yeah,
So,
if we can have help from police department, that would be great concerning that.
yeah, we're still going to have to take this to the PD, to the recommendation, get a recommendation from them.
Yes.
So we'll make sure we take care of that. So what we'll do today is we'll approve it pending
Okay.
their approval.
Okay,
Okay? I know you and I have talked about this already, so,
yes, sir.
okay.
Motion to approve contingent upon PD's review and approval.
And I second.
All in favor, I say aye.
Aye.
Aye? I don't know where that came from.
Thank you, board.
Thanks, thank you.
Disheveled.
Look, shovel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disheveled.
Anybody else from the public like to speak? Okay.
Good job, guys.
Oh, thanks, Chris. Thank you. Okay, good? Yeah.
Motion to